Regardless of what he's told you, Magistrate, Ista and his bailiffs have made no progress in their investigation.
Honestly, I'm more worried about the withered hand than these disappearances, Councilman. We just have to give Ista more time.
I don't know. Bailiff Fakimal, the one who lives at the northwest edge of town, I heard he was ignoring evidence in the case.
We can't believe everything we hear. You have my word, though, if necessary. I will deal with Ista.
I'm sorry, only 4 bears are allowed in today. We do welcome guests on some occasions, so I hope you will return at another time.
What? Be at ease. This is but a simple misunderstanding between merchants who bumped carts. No lives will be lost here.
Welcome to the Fellowship Hall. You're not from Bergama, though. Are you from Sentinel? No matter, as long as you're a forebear. Then you may come and go as you see fit. Would you like me to get the door?
The person behind the disappearances is definitely a crown. No doubt about it.
Now that's low, even for you. How could you possibly know that?
Because there were shreds of a crown dish dasha left at one of the crime scenes.
Are the bailiffs covering that up? This is the first I've heard of it.
Welcome to the Bergama Crown Fellowship Hall. I do not recognize you, but I see you wear the formal dasha. I trust you are a crown from outside the city? Those who honor the ancient Yokudan traditions are always welcome here. Come inside and enjoy our hospitality.
Our brother Ista has not visited the Fellowship House much of late.
No, but one of the bailiffs was here. Believe it or not, the guards almost didn't let him in.
Truly? What possible reason would the guards have for keeping out a bailiff?
His crown Distasha was all shredded up. I suppose it happened when he arrested someone. I just gave him a new one.
Justice Ista, you are hereby found guilty of obstructing an investigation and conspiring against the people of Bergamo.
I do not know from where these charges originate, Magistrate, but I am innocent. You will see. The truth will come to light.
You will remain here until a thorough investigation has been completed. I am sorry, Ista.
Well, it seems my efforts to shield the Magistrate from security concerns have landed me in the stocks. The Magistrate says I impeded the investigation. Apparently, she went behind my back to conduct her own inquiries. I found evidence she has been meeting secretly with Fakimal, one of my bailiffs. When I asked her about it, she had me locked up. What? How can this be true? Fakimal has been known to bend the law, but he always followed orders. I can't imagine him going on a killing spree. Where is he? I would speak with him straight away. Dead? The poor boy. I don't understand. You're saying he was killing people under orders? The only people with the authority to issue orders to Fakimal are myself and the Magistrate. You think she's involved in this? That looks like Sulma's key, and this would explain why she put me in the stocks. May I request one last favor, then? The Magistrate's home is southwest of the Hall of Judgment. Would you investigate the place?
Come on, you dogs. We need to get this load of bodies out of here. Al-Hassan is waiting. What were you doing down there? You saw, didn't you? So now you know my dark secret. It must be horrifying. I haven't been able to bring myself to go down there since this began. I just gave Fakimal a key. Do you understand, though? Do you realize why this is necessary? Yes, there is no other way. Do you understand the power of the Withered Hand? King Faharajad, the Ashaba, they cannot stop them. Eventually the Hand would have come here and killed everyone. This deal is our only hope. It was the only deal Al-Hassan would accept. It seems terrible, but we're only killing vagrants, criminals. To save the city, that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Let me finish this. It's only a few more corpses. Will you keep my secret? If that's your choice, I will turn myself in. There's no point in trying to deny my crimes. Mark my words, though, Wayfarer. You've doomed Bergamo. The Withered Hand will kill us all. I hope I'm wrong, but in my heart, I know I'm not.
Sharing the evidence you discovered at Fakimal's house, I was able to convince the other bailiffs to release me from the stocks. Tell me, though, what did you learn at the magistrate's house? That must have been quite a grisly scene. The other bailiffs are already on their way over there. I will leave it to them to arrest the magistrate as well. Why, though? Why did the magistrate and Fakimal kill all these people? All right. I have witnessed many dark crimes in my time as justice, but they pale in comparison to this. To think our own magistrate would make a deal with the Withered Hand. What could she possibly hope to gain from such a thing? A noble notion, I suppose, but nothing can justify the murder of innocents. She will pay for her crimes. You've done quite a service for our fair city. I'm not one for emotional displays of appreciation, but you have my gratitude.
There you are. I've been looking for you. You! There you are. The scholar Zore said I might find you here. You must make great haste. Prince Azar is in need of your assistance. He is at the shipyards town of Tava's Blessing. The Withered Hand is there, and he needs you to come as soon as possible. The scholar Zora said something about that being the birthplace of one of the Ansei, whatever that means. Oh, and Scholar Zora wants her apprentice Shiri to return to Bergama right away. She wants you to speak to Captain Rawan and ask him to order Shiri to return, whether the girl wants to or not. Tava's Blessing is where the Royal Navy has its shipyards. You must not let the town fall to the Withered Hand. Beware of the shifting sands, Wayfarer. I hope Ruptga guides you quickly to the prince's side. The ships being built at the Tava's Blessing shipyards are critical for the Covenant war effort. I do not think the Withered Hand would have use for the ships, but I fear they might simply destroy them. That would be very bad for the Covenant.
Do not waste my time.
How much longer must we pretend? My daughter wails in disappointment, and our two families verge on coming to blows. There is nothing to be done for it. The groom is not coming. We do not know. Kaznar may be among those who recently went missing. Or he simply changed its mind. He is a forebear after all. I warned her. Crowns and forebears should not mix. Now everyone is angry. She must call off the wedding. Tiela is like a dune ripper in a sandstorm. She buries her head to hide from the truth. Perhaps you can help. I must stay here. But someone needs to speak to Kaznar's brother. Unless he can explain things. My daughter has agreed to give up. I am most grateful for your help. Kaznar's brother Ine will be at his market stall. The wedding offended him so greatly he had refused to attend. Whether he knows what happened to Kaznar or not, let us hope we can soon put the matter to rest. I do not know. I heard the killer was found dead, but that he was working for someone else. Who would instigate such evil? Magistrate Sulma? I cannot believe this, even of a forebear. Her mind must have been twisted by some dark magic. I suppose, though, if no one has told us that Kaznar's corpse was found, then that is a good sign. With the young man, the blood runs hot. He may have found another woman. Or it could be that he realized the foolishness of the idea. His family does not support the marriage either. His brother was not even planning to attend. For a crown to marry a forebear? In Sentinel, this may happen. But in Bergama, it is unheard of. For generations, our family's allegiances have not changed. If these two marry, whatever allegiance they choose, they will offend half the city. Ha! Oh yes. I'm sure King Faharajad would like that very much. For crowns and forebears to settle our differences, while he is in power. This would mean Faharajad's line would have everlasting legitimacy. I cannot support that.
There's the person that uncovered the plot against the king. Hail, hero!
Welcome to Bergama, Wayfarer. We have the finest musical instruments in all Hammerfell. If you want a harp, a lute, or even a drum, you have come to the right place. Though that is not why you are here, is it? Kaznar? That's a sore subject. Believe it or not, he's actually getting married today. Should be at the wedding right now. I know, I should be there, but I'm not. He's not? Well, I'll be a lizard's uncle. I guess our little talk may have convinced him after all. We all went out drinking last night, and my cousin and I made one last attempt to talk him out of it. I guess it worked. Damn. I don't know. I would have expected him to tell me if he had made such a decision. With so many people missing lately, I prefer to make sure. He should be at my cousin's house, the last one before the West Gate. Will you check? The more I think about it, the more this concerns me. If you find my brother, tell him to come speak with me. If he doesn't come soon, I'm going to close up shop and help you search. You must understand, I love my little brother, but he is so naive. He shouldn't associate with a crown girl, let alone marry her. Our father, Tuwaka, keep his soul, would never have approved. So I cannot approve either. Of course I do, but I cannot disrespect our father's memory. None of this matters, though. Right now, all that matters is Kaznar's safety. I will approve the marriage before I see him harmed.
Do you often just walk into people's houses and snoop around upstairs? If my cousin were here, he might not be so friendly. Me? I don't care. I don't really care about anything at this point. I don't know, maybe because there are armed thugs out there with orders to break my kneecaps if I try to leave? If I thought I could get past them, I'd make a run for it, but they'd catch me. It would be pointless. Ask Tiela's father. He's the one who hired them. Paid Uncle Thack to make sure I don't get to the wedding. Jagnus has been against our marriage from the beginning. I don't know why I thought he would come around. Of course. He wants Tiela to think I stood her up. She'll hate me for the rest of her life and think he was right all along. The bastard. If my father were alive, he'd beat the oblivion out of Jagnus. Of course. That would only make things worse. Don't bother. If he went to this much trouble, he won't change his mind. If you really want to help, there's only one way. You'll have to talk to Uncle Thack. Uncle Thack and his gang run the streets here in Bergama. They're not above the law, but they can be dangerous. If you can convince Uncle Thack to let me out, I'll go to the wedding. Jagnus won't be able to say a thing. What?
Look at this. You walk in like you own the place. Like you fear absolutely nothing. If it's a fight you want, though, you've come to the wrong place. This is a place of business. I'm a businessman. Kasnar? Why doesn't Kasnar come talk to me himself? Oh, yes, I remember. He prefers the indoors. Probably better that way. Yes, Kasnar needs to stay at home. Or do you take issue with that? Slow down now. No need to be rude. Like I said, I'm a businessman. Truth is, I didn't much like the deal I had with Jagnus anyways. You'll owe me a favor, but I'll give him a refund, and your boy can get married whenever he likes. My people wouldn't have really hurt the kid anyways. Kasnar and Tiela make a nice couple. In fact, if you'll do me that favor we discussed, I'll have my men escort Kasnar right up to the altar. Get them a gift. Some hag's breath. It's an aphrodisiac. They might not be able to walk for a few days, but it'll make the wedding night unforgettable. There's an old hag in the desert, Vianney. Kill her and bring her hag's breath to the wedding.
My heart is heavy. I'm so glad you made it in time. We are just about to begin the ceremony. Kasnar told me everything, and knowing what you have done, you are the guest of honor. Oh goodness, hag's breath. What a special gift. Thank you. Thank you both. Please, you must stay for the ceremony. It would mean so much to Kasnar and to me. This marriage would not have been possible without you.
People of Bergama, we are gathered here today to witness the bond of marriage between Kasnar and Tiela. Their love is a testament to the kinship that all crowns and forebears share with each other.
I have to admit, when Uncle Thak's thugs came to the door, I thought they were going to kill me. One thing I know, we will certainly be able to look back at our wedding day and laugh.
I am so happy I could walk on water. I hear that is how they say it in Sentinel. Kasnar and I have talked about moving there, you know. Whether here or there, we are going to name our first child after you.
Greetings. My little boy's all grown up. I never thought this day would come. I can't believe it. My baby brother is getting married before me.
My son is missing.
Business isn't what it used to be. You're not here for the lizard races, are you? I thought not. Lizard racing doesn't draw the crowd it used to. They've seen the same lizards race time and time again. To stay in business, I need something to spice things up. Rena breeds racing lizards, but won't enter them in my races. She wants me to fail so she can take over. Maybe you can convince her to give you a winning lizard. She wanted to buy this track, but I outbid her. Rena's over there with her lizards waiting for the track to fail so she can buy it cheap. If you can bring me a fast lizard, though, the track can stay in business. What do you say?
Come to admire my lizards? All my little babies are highly trained. You should see Hiram do a trick. Ninabon in Sentinel sells good lizards, and Hatia near Bergama has sold a few good racers. Unfortunately, I only carry one lizard suited for racing, a three-toed skink. He's not fast enough to be a winner, but you never know. To teach Onwin a lesson. He claims to know all about lizards and running a racetrack. He knows no more about either than I do about flying, but together, we could make this the best track around if he cuts me a deal. I do want this track to succeed, but Onwin has to admit I know what I'm doing too. A lizard needs to be light but muscular. Their shape can affect their speed, as can their diet. I've got something for the latter, if you're interested.
Welcome to Ninabon's Emporium of strange and wonderful things. Can I interest you in a lizard-catching net? Or perhaps a trained lizard? Ah, the most noble of desert creatures. In fact, I have a rare specimen known around the continent for being the best racing lizard. Of course, couldn't part with my horn-tailed lizard without some kind of compensation. Pleasure to do business with someone who recognizes a lizard's true worth. May your lizard provide hours of joy to you, as Monkey does to me. Oh, you must be...
We have a new contender. And here's the release. Look at them go!
Luck be mine.
Fortune favor us. A magnificent upset. The newcomer wins.
You sure found me a fast lizard. Did you hear the crowd? They loved it. The new lizard is just the draw this track needs. And I spoke with Rena as well. She'll help me with the track for a small investment. Meeting you turned my life around. May Tall Papa guide your steps.
I trust your lizard is still well. Please let it know I asked after it.